pretty girl. Rock, rock to the pretty girl.
Hi guys, welcome to my life as I live it. My name is Kenna and I'm a Cameroonian content creator based in Douala, Cameroon. Okay guys, so today I am going to be sharing with you how I tend to save more as a mom, what I do. And today I'm not going to be giving you a lot of points. I'll be giving you my one biggest point, which is going to be helpful if it's not something you're already doing. Please, if you're hearing the music in that bar, you already know the story, so I don't have to talk a lot. Anyway, yeah guys, so I discovered this new shop. Okay, there's this new shop in Douala and I heard it was really affordable, so I rushed and I went there to check out the prices to see if I could get my groceries for the month, and this is how it went down. Like I said, the name of this shop is Super Cool and it is found in Aqua, Douala. It's just close to Orca, so it's very easy for you to find it. It's actually sharing a fence with Orca, so it'll be very easy for you to find it. So yeah guys, this is like, for me, I look at it like a wholesale shop because it has a lot of variety, from drinks to food to toiletries, just a whole lot of things. So yeah, I saw this wine here which I wanted to buy for an event that I will be attending, and it was so cheap here, so I decided to get it. Normally it's 2,900 wherever I'm buying from, but here I got it for 2,400. You see this, even Heineken, this little Heineken, normally you buy from places for 550 or even 500, but here it's 475, 490. So yeah guys, there's just a lot, from bottled fruit juice to like a lot of things. Another thing that I'm always really interested in buying is rice. So I was seeing the price of the rice here, like rice that I see for 7,000, in places they were selling it for 6,500, 6,100. So I hurriedly took it. Like this reme maker say normally I'll buy for 1,300, but here it was 1,000. Also, this is the lotion my husband uses. I got it fast because it was cheaper. I also saw a lot of diapers, and diapers here are way cheaper. You see it 8,100 here, but in other places it's 9,000 or 8,700. So I was like, this is such a good deal, though I'm not buying diapers anymore. I even saw pampers too here are actually affordable. I also got toothpaste because I felt like, let me try something new. Yeah, this is not the brand I'll normally buy, but I'm like, oh Kenna, you should start trying new things, like I keep saying. So I decided to get this, and my kids were like, mommy, toothbrush Superman toothbrush, Barbie toothbrush. I looked at the prices and I was like no, I got the cheaper ones. Anyway, also looking at the kids food, like children's food, I did not really see a huge difference like that. So I was like, anyway, that's something that I can buy from anywhere if I have kids. I also got this mouthwash because it was affordable and I just wanted to try. I got it. It's 385. Toilet tissue too is cheaper here. I'm just like, just be grabbing all the cheap things. This detergent I'll normally buy for 1,500, but here is 1,250. Who wouldn't buy that? I was a little disappointed because they had just Nido and the difference was 100 francs. I was like, no, let me wait and go and buy my pig milk. This chocolate I'll buy it for 2,200, but here is 1,950. So obviously I took it. Granite oil, you guys know I've been having serious issues with granite oil, so I looked and I kept seeing my bleach oil. I was just like, no. So I decided to go with this Nema granite oil to try something new. And this salt, I bought this salt 100 francs because I don't like buying salt that they measure. They have a lot of yogurt in their fridge, milk and things like that. I decided to try You Fresh for the first time to see if the kids will like. They also have fresh food, as you can see, tomatoes, celery, onions, cabbages. I don't know what's that. Is that beetroot or whatever?
onions. And before coming here, my friend has given money for me to buy ice cream for my kids, so they started harassing me, so I decided to just go and buy them ice cream. And after buying, I went to pay my bills, and I was shocked at the amount I paid because it was really affordable. So I'm just like, Kenna, we know where you're going to. We already know you'll be coming back. So yeah, guys, this was basically how it went here. Guys, hey, I'm still in shock. But from the supermarket, I've got half of the things for the month. Yeah, we've got some things for the month and for upcoming YouTubers event. I'm going to do a simple video for that. But yeah, guys, yeah, we have money here right now. I don't know why Indomie has gotten so expensive. The small pack now is 300. That's a must in my house.
How it went. So after that, I came the next day and I bought from Santa Lucia, and guys, I could confirm that actually this place is way cheaper than Santa Lucia. Anyway, I'm going to talk more about how I save at the end of this video, but for now, let me just go ahead and show you the new products I'm going to be using. I want to just get over with this part of the video because of the noise, and then I'm going to go sit somewhere calm and quiet, probably in the room, and then I discuss more with you guys. So let me start. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is this flour. It's called Macopin. Okay, I like the fact that Cameroonians are actually making a lot more effort to just to package their things more. I've always been buying flour that you go and they measure and they are touching, so I'm happy that this one comes like this. And 1 kilo is 500 francs normally almost everywhere, but there I got 1 kilo like this for 475 francs. So I got 2 just because I don't want to buy everything. What if I come and I don't like it? But I think it's going to be great. So this is something I'm going to be trying, and I'll tell you guys by the end of the month. But I am pretty positive about this because I know people who have used it and they said it's really good. Next thing that I'll be using is this is Neema oil. It's vegetable oil. It's not granite oil, it's vegetable oil, and this oil is 1,000 francs. It's not 1 liter, it's actually 900 milliliters, and this is something that I'm regretting why I did not buy. I told you people a few months ago we're having issues with my god, see, I'm actually sweating, can you see that? I told you guys a few months ago that we're having issue with granite oil. Apparently the issue has not stopped because granite oil is still really not everywhere. It's difficult to find granite oil. So I was just thinking, like, if I knew, I would have gotten like 5 of these because I don't want to use mayo granite oil. I don't like it, mayo oil, because mayo oil is bleached palm nut, and I don't want that. I prefer this. So I got this. Neema is actually a mark for sachet tomatoes. I never knew they had granite oil, so when I saw it and I like the bottle, It's pretty small, but I'm going to try it as well. I'm trying to use is this toothpaste, and look at it. It says here that 3 to 6 years, and this is something I want to talk about. I've been always ignoring the fact. In fact, let me not say I was ignoring the fact. I never really paid attention. It's a Cameroonian illness. I never paid attention to read. I never thought of reading what is written on toothpaste and all that. Like, we buy products, we just know, okay, this is Senior, this is Colgate, this is this one, we just buy and we use. We don't read. So I discovered that my son will be having bunker, and I'm like, what is going on? It's only a few, like 2 weeks ago, I took their toothpaste and I read, and I actually saw that the toothpaste I have been using for kidding is toothpaste for children between 0 and 5 years old. So I was like, oh my god. So now I've gotten this one. It's 3 to 6, but obviously he's just going to use this for a short while. I'm going to look for something that is age appropriate for him. Please, if you are in Cameroon and you have any age appropriate toothpaste for him, let me know, because I feel that's what was giving him the mouth odor, because he's already turning into an adult. Last thing that I got are these crusty cornflakes. I haven't really gotten this particular brand before, but I always buy this one that has, is like cookies. The kids love it. I've never bought this brand before, so I saw this, it was on sale. Yes, I checked the expiry date because and it's showing 2022, August 2022. So I was like, okay, it's safe for me to get it. I plan on trying this, and I'm hoping that my children will like it, because my kids disturb a lot when it comes to beverages, when it comes to cereal. So yeah guys, basically those are the new things I got that I'll be using for the first time. I'm going to tell you guys what I think about them, because I've just decided to be more open. I remember each time I go to the supermarket with Karen is always like, you're so safe, you're so annoying, like, why are you not open, why are you not trying new things? So I'm trying to try new things. Anyway guys, so those are the things I got. I'll just go ahead and pack them and then go into the room where I'm going to explain more how I save money as a mom when I'm buying things for my house. Okay, so yeah guys, talk to you. So yeah, we have come to the end of this video, and like I said, I'm going to be sharing with you how I save up more money while doing grocery shopping, because like moms, we are always trying, not only moms but like humans, we're always trying. Myra, can you please stop noise? We are always trying to have the best but spend less. I'm not talking about being cheap as in you have money but you don't want to buy something good. I'm talking about like, oh, you want to buy these things but you want to see how you can cut the corners and still have something good. That is what I'm talking about. And yeah, so I'll be sharing my tips with you, and please, if you have any other tips that I'm not mentioning in this video, kindly tell me in the comment section. You guys know how I love it. I like us to share ideas so that we can help each other. Okay, I help you, you help me. It's a win-win. Okay, so the very first thing is basically what I've been talking about all through this video. It's just the fact that I try as much as possible to know different prices in different shops, so I don't get comfortable going just to one shop, like, oh, I found this shop is near my house, so this is the one I'll be going to. I'm not going to any other shop, or like I don't do that. Like, I don't get comfortable in one shop. I try different shops. I'm always asking. I'm like, my people already know me. Like, this Superco I went to, Karen is in Kumbabe. She heard about it and she was like, oh my god, Kenna would like this. So she reached out and told me, oh Kenna, there's this new place, I hear the prices are good, you could go and try it out. So that's how I went and tried it out. So my people already know me, that I'm always like, oh, where's the new shop, where's the new this, where's the new that. Some people feel like, oh, Kenna is always fine looking for these places because, oh, she wants to chop live and all that. But actually I want to compare prices. So that's the first thing. I compare prices in different places. So you see me right now, I'm like, okay, I know where to buy this thing, I know where to buy that thing at this good price. I know prices of each place, so I'm always looking for a cheaper place. Like, yeah, you guys already know, here I buy most of my things from Santa Lucia, and but I still don't just get too comfortable. I have my reasons, but as I keep talking in this video, you understand, I don't just get comfortable like, oh, I'm buying from Santa Lucia. Santa Lucia is the closest affordable shop around me, so I'm just going to stick there. No, I keep looking for different shops that are more affordable. It's true, okay, Santa Lucia is by me, right? But Superco is in Aqua, excuse me. But when I get to sit down and calculate, like, okay, let me say I spend like 100k on groceries per month, because the prices are high, and I see I could still go and buy all these things from Superco, and if I buy from Superco, I'm going to spend like 95k or 90k. Why would I go to Santa Lucia? I would rather hire a taxi, go to Superco. Yes, I would have saved 5,000, but that 5,000 will do something for me, because I'm just assuming like, okay, I go to Superco, I buy for 90k instead of 100k, I pay my transport for 5k, I hire a taxi to go, hire a taxi to come back. I'm just assuming, okay, and then I would have saved 5k. If I'm being really, I could actually pay 1,000 francs to go, and I hire a taxi to come back because I'll have load then, and I would have saved like 7,000, 8,000. You get? So that's how I save up, by looking for where is cheaper. There's another place I'm planning to go to, and that is Supermarché Bao. I think there's one in Bassar, Ondokoti, one of those places. But yeah, that's another place I'm planning to go to. But I feel like Bassar Dokoti is far, but I heard they have a new branch in Dedo. Not heard, I actually saw it. So that's somewhere I'm planning to go to. So just try to compare prices in different shops. Even in the market, I go to the market, I look at some things and I'm like, oh, is this thing cheaper here? Is it the same? Like, if it's the same thing, why would I go and buy more expensive in the supermarket when I could buy cheaper in the market? You get? So those are, I just compare prices and ensure I go to those places that have the best prices. The second thing for me, that this would be the reason why I am kind of stuck in Santa Lucia, is because try to buy from places where they have fidelity cards. Okay, so I've been buying in Santa Lucia since they started, and they noticed a pattern. Like this girl, she's always coming. There's a particular time of the month that she comes and buys in bulk. Yes, she comes because I go to Santa Lucia in 1 week. I'll go there like 10 times. Okay, so sometimes even more. So they noticed that I'm always coming there. So one day I went there, they called me and they were like, madam, please, I've noticed that you come here quite often. We want to propose you a fidelity card. A fidelity card is just basically a card that they cut off a percentage from a particular percentage from the things you're buying. Okay, so I could go to Santa Lucia and I buy things for like 40k. The normal price is supposed to be 40k, but then if I have the code to my fidelity card, or if the card is there with me, I get to pay like 47,000. They cut off like 3,000 from everything I'm buying. You get? So you want to go to those shops that you know that, oh, they give you a fidelity card and all that, because it's going to reduce your cost. 3,000, 2,000 from buying is not small. Sometimes we'll be looking at it like, some people will be looking at it like, oh, why should I go that far to town? For example, talking on the first point, why should I go that far to town to go and buy when here it's okay, don't bother. So some people will be like, why am I going to buy somewhere cheaper when I could just go to this near place? It's more comfortable. See guys, by the time you want to calculate all those small amounts of money, 500, 1,000, 100, sometimes you feel like those amounts of money are really small, but it's not as small as you think. By the time you want to finish doing all your calculations, you see that you have saved like 10k. So that's something I do, getting the fidelity card, going to places that have fidelity card. When you have that card, it's pretty easy. Next thing is that where there is sales, there is scanner. I also like going to shops when they are on sale, though when in Cameroon you have to be very careful when you're going to shops when they are on sale, because they'll be selling you expired goods. They'll be selling you goods that will expire next week. They'll be selling you goods that are already expired. So I'm always very vigilant when I hear, oh, this place is having a sales. I go there because I know that things will be affordable. I go to my normal shops where I buy from, and I go to the sales section, and I'm always very careful. So I'm always reading the date of the expiry date and all that, because I've had an incident before that they actually sold things to me that were already expired. I went to the supermarket at one point and they proposing to give me like 4 extra yogurt, and I'm like, why are you giving me extra yogurt? Only for me to discover that it was expired, guys. So buying on sales also helps reduce cost a lot. So like the cereal I bought this time around, that cereal was on sale. Normally the cereal is I think 2,500, but now it was on sale for 1,800. So I was like, oh my god, I'm getting this, cause yeah, sales, you get things cheaper. Compare prices of 2 products For example, I use Peak Milk Onido and I buy the tin for 14,500. So there's this milk, let me see, Dano milk. Okay, there's Dano milk. So I could still be looking at like Dano milk is cheap, so maybe it's poor quality and all that, but I cannot really say if I've not tried. So I suggest you try it. Like, okay, I'm going to buy Dano milk this month. Let's say Dano milk, the same thing that I buy for Peak milk at 14.5, Dano milk is 12.5. I buy it and I taste it, I try it, so I can compare. And if I see it's almost the same quality, it's almost the same thing, why on earth will I be buying the one for 14.5 when I can buy something which is also of good quality, which is also good for 12,000? You get? So don't be too faithful to brands. Okay, try. Why will I be using toilet tissue? That one is 400 francs. I'm like, oh, it's soft, it smells nice and all that, when there's also another tissue that is also 250 francs. It's soft, it also smells nice. Okay, so what I'm saying is I compare two products and then I'm like, okay, this one I understand why this one, there are some cases you could try and you're like, oh no, I understand why this one is more expensive, this one is better. But there are also some cases that you try and you on the air like, oh, this one is cheaper but it's also good. So that is another strategy. And last but not least, this is me. This is so me. I tell you guys all the time, I am a list person. Kenna is a complete list person. I am always writing my list. Before my money comes for the month, I've already written my list on everything I want. I will keep advising you to always go to shop, go to the market with your list, because you all know you'll be going, you start seeing things that you don't need, you start buying things that you don't need, you start spending your money for no good reason. So always go with a list. A list is one of those things, ways that is going to make you to stay in line. That's what I've noticed. A list, respect it though. If you're one of those people who does not respect a list, it might not be of help. But if you're one of those people who gets the list, will be giving you conscience talk like, you're going out of your budget, you're going out of your budget, you're going out of your budget. So yeah guys, that is basically it for this video. That is how I save up on groceries. How do you save up on groceries? Let me know. Do you think my points make sense? Do you think they don't make sense? Let's have a discussion in the comment section. Like I always say, I want to be better, I want to save up more, I want to spend less yet have a good experience. Okay, thank you guys very much for watching this video, and before you go, please click on that subscribe button if you haven't yet. What did I do? Click on that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I am going to see you on my next one. Love you. Bye.